All right, what's up, everybody? How is everybody doing? My name is Jordan Steen, aka Serial Entrepreneur, and this is another live Q&A session. Plus, today we are going to do another mentorship program giveaway. So if you're trying to start a social media marketing agency or a digital marketing agency rather, then you might want to show up on Thursdays because number one, we're going to answer all your questions, and number two, we do giveaways all the freaking time, so you want to come back. And we do it every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you guys have had a great week so far. If you guys are watching the replay, feel free to skip forward just a little bit to get to the Q&A session, where basically entrepreneurs and marketing agency owners or aspiring marketing agency owners just like yourself get to ask tons of questions, from landing clients to God, I'm so out of it. I'll explain that in a minute. Landing clients, digital marketing concepts, from social media to web to email to pay-per-click to SEO, content marketing, how to create operational workflows, how to price your services, how to package them up. Everything that you want to know, we can get covered on this live Q&A. So, happy to see you guys are here. We've already got about 13 people in the lobby, so happy to see you guys are here early and ready to go. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you're excited to potentially win the mentorship program today, or if you're just excited for the live Q&A. Also, if you guys are watching the replay, it helps a ton if you guys hit the thumbs up button too. So if I've ever done anything at all to help you whatsoever, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment if you like. Also, if you guys are on the live, you guys do me a favor, leave something about yourself, whether it be your name if you haven't done that before, your agency name, your niche that you're going after, anything that you want to put about you, yourself, which is the same thing, or your agency. Now, while you guys do that, I'll explain why I'm so out of it. So this week, I decided to take care of myself a little bit more, and that started with going to the gym. And my goal is to get my long lost six-pack back. I used to have one back in college and high school, but when you're an entrepreneur, sometimes working out just kind of gets on the back burner, even though it is probably one of the most important things for your health. And not only that, but to remain in a positive mindset, to keep your energy level high, even though right now I'm very low because I've just been kicking some ass. But you know, regular working out is actually good for you. It helps you get regular sleep, enough sleep, because that's really another issue of mine. I'm up all hours of the night till 2 a.m. because I'm not working out and I have all this energy that's pent up. But all that to say, I am freaking exhausted. I started 2 days ago. I did a hard workout. We did bench press, curls, 3.5 miles on a bike, Muay Thai, and then a 500-meter swim, which is a lot if you haven't done it in a while. But I used to swim back in the day. But man, I'll tell you what, I'm definitely out of shape compared to where I was in high school. Then I went in this morning. So I went in the previous night, and then I went in this morning. And man, I gotta tell you, it's hurting. Like, I was laying down in bed for a little bit before I came into the office to do this because I was just so exhausted. Also, I've been waiting for like a month to get my bed frame in, and that finally came in today. So as soon as I got back from the gym, I started putting my bed frame together. It's freaking amazing. I love it. But it was about 1,000 pieces, and then I had to take all of the old furniture and lift that out of the house. So needless to say, I am just exhausted, guys. My body is drained. So let me know. Are you guys working out currently? Are you doing stuff to maintain your physical health as well as your mental health? I'm curious to see how many of you also have workout routines that you follow. I see somebody said, "Oh, you young whippersnapper." I'm actually, never mind. I shouldn't even say this statement because y'all are going to give, well, those of you who are a little older are going to give me a hard time. But I am 29, and I got to say, every year I get older, it gets, I get a lot more sore with less work involved. Oh man, I remember when I was like 21, dude, I could do everything that I did over the last couple of days and it wouldn't have even fazed me. But I gotta tell you, man, when you get out of it for a few years and then you try to get back in it, it hurts. Not complaining, because I love it. Like, I love getting back in the gym. I love taking care of my physical health, and just eating better too, trying to eat better, trying to watch my calorie intake, trying to make sure that I'm not just eating, fatty, greasy foods or foods with tons of carbs in them. So I do appreciate it, but it's just, man, tell you what. Yes, we will give you a hard time. And I understand. Trust me, I get it, because my dad does the same thing. He's like, "Oh, you have no room to complain whatsoever, blah, blah, blah. You guys, when I was your age," that's always a story. "When I was your age, I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro 55 times in a day." Like, okay, Dad. Really? They're crazy. But guys, do me a favor, say hello, do something so I can see that you're here if you haven't already done so. I'll do roll call really quick. I always do something called roll call, where I just read through the hellos and say hey to you guys. Then we'll get started on the Q&A session. So Andreas Wade Dolapo, I think I got that. Playing guitar. Jarrell. Joe. Alex saying I like that color green. Cool. Dino. Patamaticona. Ooh, I killed that name. Not like in a bad way, in a good way. I think I got it right. Arkham. SMI Digital. Am I missing anybody? Janetta. And J98. I'm pretty sure that covers everybody in here. Hey guys, how are you doing? Glad to have you all here. Again, if you're just hopping on, hit that thumbs up button just to help us get a little bit more performance on the video. Now, if you guys have questions about your marketing agency, go ahead and put them in the chat, and we will kick off tonight with some good stuff. You have seriously helped me kick things off. Delapo, I'm happy I'm helping you get to where you want to go with your goals. Joe, I promise you come back every Thursday, you will learn a ton. Not to mention, if you want any other resources, make sure to check the description below this video. If you're on your mobile phone, you have to click out of the super chat. Just hit X. Don't worry, you can bring it back up. And then right below the video, you'll see a little triangle in the right-hand side. Click that. It'll bring down the description, and you can see all of the other resources that we have available. Definitely make sure you head over to serialentrepreneur.academy. That way you get access to my content, my blog content. Outside of my channel, we have almost every video we make, we create a blog article to go along with it that has even more information on it than the video did. Because there's only so much we can get into a video before you guys start to complain about the videos being too long. God forbid I put too much information in there. But if you guys want some blog content, it's over there, as well as all of my programs that we offer, my mentorship programs, the Done With You program. Oh, Jesus. All of that is listed in the description. Playing guitar, just turned 49 the other day. Happy belated birthday. UK gyms just opened, and in lockdown, I gained so much weight. Same. That was the thing, because I was doing Muay Thai like every single week. I was keeping weight off. I was starting to look even better, and then, man, COVID hit. Usually go every night after work. I don't go every night. I like to give myself some break periods. So I usually go about 4 to 5 nights a week. But I do medium to high interval, but super high intensity. So I'm not doing 4 hours in the gym and taking, my time with the workouts. I hit it hard the whole time I'm there. Low break periods. So it's always really worked out for me. Like, if you guys saw my Facebook page or my personal Instagram page, you'll notice that I took a picture yesterday for day 1, but I totally forgot where I was going with that statement. So we're just going to move on. I'm telling you guys, my brain is like, it works, and then it's like, yo, it shuts off, and then it's like, it comes back on. It's like, you were saying something, but we don't quite remember where you were going with that. Anyways. Oh, that's what I was saying. I keep it to where I have low break periods. So it's super, super intense, but it's always worked. And my goal is to have my 6-pack back in 30 days. And I think I can with the right diet, plus working out 4 to 5 days a week, I'm pretty sure I can do it because it's what I've always been able to do before. Every time I lose my six pack, and it's not like it's about the six pack, it's just like for me mentally, that's like where I'm in my best shape, right? When I have that definition in my core, because I feel like the core is the hardest place to work. I mean, honestly, it is the hardest place to work here, and you don't have to believe me, but I bet if you asked anybody, the core right here in your middle area is the hardest place to get toned and defined. It's where most people have their issues. So that's what I looked for to judge my results. Yep, working out affects your mood. It helps you stay in a better mood. It helps you get rid of stress. Like, trust me, guys, if you're not working out, and no matter what's, weight you are or how big you are, how uncomfortable you are with the gym. You want to know what happened to me yesterday? I walked into the gym to do a free trial at LA Fitness because I always like to do a free trial at a new gym to make sure I, actually like the gym that I'm going to go to or sign up for. And the dude was sitting there like, hey, I mean, do you have, he looked at me and he was like, well, I can tell by your shape and, just your physique that you probably have, you know how to stay fit. You understand what you need to do when you get back there. So if you guys don't feel comfortable in a gym, don't worry. Like, you should never let that deter you from staying physically fit. And the reason why is because a lot of people, when you're younger, people get like so in their head about, oh my God, these people are judging me. Like, nobody really cares. Nobody's watching you. As long as you're not the guy putting your face in the ass machine, like, then we're going to judge you. But that's why you ask the people who work there, like, yo, how does this work? I've never done it before. There's nothing to be embarrassed about with that. Again, just like with digital marketing, just like with starting an agency, you don't know until you know, and you won't know until you actually either experience it, try to figure it out yourself, or ask somebody, like, for example, myself, how to do it, right? So you should never be afraid to do that. But guys, I'm telling you, get in the gym. What, you mean you have to work to get results, no magic pills? Unfortunately, there are not any. Actually, there's like hydroxycut and all that shit, but I would never do that. Delapo, I got your name perfectly. Hey. I'm pretty good at getting names. Even people from other countries, I'm really actually pretty good at pronouncing them. How do we price Facebook and email marketing? All right, we're into it. How do we price Facebook and email marketing? So SMI Digital, I need you to give me some more information than that. What do you mean by how do I price Facebook? As far as email marketing, I need more specifics. You guys have to, because that's the thing where most people mess up is they just think, oh, I have Facebook, so I just got to price it. No, there's different things that you can do with Facebook, right? So with Facebook, you can run ad campaigns, which is priced completely separately from like page and content management, which is also priced separately from something I call community management, which is basically community management is a service that we offer where we basically will respond to all of the comments and messages for a client. But there's different levels to that, right? I'm not going to sit here and respond to every single message if you're only paying me $100 a month, right? I might check, in that case, if you're paying me $100 a month, I might check it twice a week and spend like 10 minutes responding each time. And that's it, right? So you guys have to understand, there's different ways to price things. As far as email marketing, we talking about automations or just general newsletter blasts? Because building automations is a lot more expensive than just sending out a newsletter. So I need some more information. Where should I start? Been studying for years, but don't know where to begin. I almost did that as a topic today because somebody asked that. I'm getting hot. Somebody asked that the other day in my Somebody asked that the other day in my mentorship group, and we actually had a long conversation about that. Actually, if you want the answer to that, join my mentorship program. You get access to all of the previous month's videos or month and a half's videos, and you can get your answer there because we actually went over it, in one of the live trainings. But I'll quickly answer with, if you haven't done so already, you need some type of formal training. I always say that, and that's because it is the most important thing that you have to get wrapped around your head, that if you don't have that training, you're not going to make it. We offer training. If you want it, check out the description. I won't go into it any more than that because then people start complaining, oh, he's promoting his products. No shit, Sherlock. Like, how do you think I make money doing this? Anyways, after you take some type of formal training, the next step is really to, in my opinion, just go ahead and get your license. If you're already planning on getting clients, that's really the end game, and you're actually committed to, those are the people who I know are not committed. When they're like, oh, do I have to wait to get my license? I get sometimes it is about money, but if you have the money to do it and you're still reluctant to go buy your license, it just says that you don't even believe in yourself and you're not really committed to this process. So go get your license, get your tax ID, and get your bank account set up. Once you do that, very next thing you need to do, price your services. Well, determine your service offering, let's back up. Determine your niche, determine your service offering, basically what services you're going to provide, price and package your services, and then finally, you need to build SOPs surrounding that go with your service offerings. And then you need to find VAs that will be able to fulfill clients' services or marketing campaigns before you actually go and get the clients. Then, once you have all of that in place, create a few sales processes, set up your CRM, then go get clients. And see, that's the thing. Most people, they skip everything that I just said and they go straight to getting clients, and then they fail. If you take that route, I promise you, you are probably let's say 80 to 90% more likely to either fail or give up with your agency, because you're going to realize really quickly and get hit with the truth, which is that's not the right way to do it. I don't care how Ty Lopez or Jordan Platten or Aman Gadzi try to teach you how to do this. They're just trying to take your money because they really don't know shit about what you actually need to do. Actually, it's not even that they don't know shit. They don't care about you guys making it because they don't care about teaching you the right way. They won't admit that that's the right way. They just want to say, yeah, you just get some clients and then you start working your services. Not how this shit works. You guys are going to get me fired up today. But essentially, that's how you get started. That's where you start. That is the process, the step-by-step playbook to getting going. Been doing cold mailing to get new website clients, but not a lot of success. What would be the better way? Dino, if you've ever listened to me before, you've heard me say there is no better or best way. Cold emailing is a great way to do it. You actually need to look at a few things first. You should probably see, here's where people mess up with sales. They think that just because something didn't work, that it's the method that they were using just doesn't work. And a lot of the times that's not the issue. A lot of the time, and I'm not trying to be mean, but it's probably something you're doing that's not working. It's either your messaging that you're using. You might not be hitting the numbers that are required to get results. How many cold emails are you sending? Are you talking about a couple hundred a week? Or are we at thousands and are you at 20,000 emails right now, cold emails sent out, and you have no takers at all? Because that's the only time I would say that you actually probably need to change up something. Reason why is because if I sent out 20,000 cold emails, out of that, I should expect at least 1% of those to at least reach back out to me and start having a conversation. That doesn't mean that we're going to set even a meeting, because cold emailing has such low conversion rates. They don't know you. They're getting a random email in their inbox. It's essentially spam. So why would they trust you unless you really do a great job at the messaging and the targeting and the approach that you take to getting those clients? So I would actually challenge you to look at your messaging, and I would challenge you to look at how many the numbers to go along with your results. Basically, how many people have you mailed and how many people have you set appointments with? Because if you're telling me you've only cold emailed like 200 people, I'm going to tell you right now that's your fault. That's not cold emailing's fault. Appreciate the course discount on Friday today, and hello. Chris, no problem. Jordan, I started cold call and my fear looks like going away, but how do you deal with tiredness? Because I got a family job and trying to start SMMA. Andreas, there is no, really, man, you just got to suck it up, and it's more of a mental thing than it is anything else. You can try all the caffeine and coffee and that will help, but ultimately it also helps you crash, so you got to keep that in mind. But here's the thing, really, it's just about you have to have that drive and that will to push through. It sucks. It's not fun. Trust me, I know where you're at. I was doing it for the first 9 months. I was maybe sleeping 4 to 6 hours a day, maybe. So There really is no secret to that other than just mental strength and put the willingness or the will to push forward. Have I ever considered jujitsu? So I was taking Muay Thai for... Oh, well, here's the thing. The gym that I went to, I walked into the coach and I told him I wanted to take Muay Thai. And what ended up happening was, because he is experienced in everything, I ended up taking Muay Thai, boxing, kickboxing, and jiu-jitsu all in one class. So I haven't taken like a jiu-jitsu only style class. It's not really my preferred method of sparring or fighting. I like striking and literally punching something and kicking something as opposed to getting on the ground and wrestling. But I'm actually a pretty good wrestler too. So it's not that, I don't know. I just don't prefer it, I guess. It is, I love 60 pounds so far. I need to pack back. I need my pack back by December, going running after the call and then go study some SEO. Yep, Kashif, the biggest thing, and I know you know this, but because I see the stuff that you're making all the time, and it seems like you're eating pretty healthy, but I would honestly challenge you, if you want your six-pack back, to look at more at your diet. What I'm learning more and more as I get older is, and this is not from me and my personal experience, but just seeing from other people, personal trainers, stuff like that, the biggest thing they talk about is the diet. So look at your diet and look at things there that you might want to adjust, as well as the workout routine that you've been doing, and see if that makes any difference. With ad fatigue, why would you need to change ads in the middle and end of the funnel? I get why you'd want to change the ones at the top, but for retargeting, only a limited number of people will see those. J98, very great point. Basically, here's how that works. The top of funnel is pretty much the only thing that really changes consistently. Like, every couple weeks to a month, you want to change out your top of funnel ads. What I recommend is your middle funnel, bottom of funnel, don't really have to change too much unless you have like a newer offer or a different type of offer that you want to put in the bottom of funnel. That's really when you would change that. But you're right, because the only people going to middle and bottom of funnel are specific audiences that have taken specific actions, either through your website, checkout pages, with video views, whatever, right? So you don't have to actually change those out as much. I just recommend having several different variations so they don't get old and overplayed. One thing that I noticed was several online influencers like myself who run marketing training programs of some kind, whether it be low or high ticket. I've seen some of the same testimonial videos 1,000 times because they don't have a ton of variation to those testimonials. So I would recommend at least 4 to 5 variations of the middle of funnel section, just to keep in rotation, and then keep some on while you keep some off, and then just rotate through them so that way they never get old. Reverse crunches work well for core. What the hell is that? Like when you're on a medicine ball and you just go back? Explain what a reverse crunch is. I've never heard that term before. Q1, I know now that I would definitely outsource SEO and PPC later down. For not, I'll just do Facebook. For now, I'll just do Facebook, IG, email, and message marketing. But for SEO, there are so much bad habits that some SEO reps have. How do you know that would do the right thing for your clients? See, that's really where it gets hard, because SEO is one of the hardest services to hire for because there are so many aspects to SEO. I would say I think one of the biggest questions that I ask when I'm in an SEO related VA interview is I try to ask about things like topic clusters, or concepts that are very specific, but also more at an intermediate level of understanding with regards to SEO. It's about the questions that you ask in the interview. Excuse me. So I don't go in there and say, what's a meta tag? If you're in SEO and you don't know what a meta tag is, I'm definitely not going to hire you. But if you're in SEO and I ask you what about a topic cluster, and you're able to at least give me some type of explanation, and it's called different things. Like a topic cluster is called different things. But like a content web, some people call it a content web, even though I hate that. But if you are able to explain to me at the very base level what a topic cluster looks like and why it's important to SEO, then I understand that you know at least you know more than the base level of SEO. As far as anything else, I would talk about keyword targeting. So you could potentially look at an SEO person, give them a industry or a specific niche and a specific area, and have them put together a keyword chart for you to show you which keywords you should be targeting for top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel, and make an assessment of how well they did based on your own research. But that's a good question. It is hard to find SEO people, though, especially ones that actually know, proper SEO technique. Where can I get a privacy policy? You can pretty much find one online. You can just find one from any other type of business. And see, here's the thing. I wouldn't do this for your clients, but if you're comfortable doing it for your own company, then that's where I would do it. If you're going to do it for clients, they need to have their attorney write up a privacy policy. That's not something you take care of because you're not an attorney. So I would have them talk to their attorney, have them write up a privacy policy for them. Or you can ask them, hey, I can make a privacy policy up for you, but I'm no attorney. All I'm going to do is take, the standard privacy policy that's posted online. It's pretty much the same for everybody. I would say that if your company has a lot of regulation, like government regulation, so for example, financial companies, legal companies, what else has heavy regulation? Drugs and alcohol related companies. Those types of companies right there, they will need different types of privacy policies, so they would definitely want to get an attorney to look into it. He's telling the truth. It's a hard pill to swallow. I don't know what I was telling the truth about, but yeah. So you set up fulfillment first, and you use high level to do what part of it? CRM? Yeah, high level is the CRM, but you can also use it for appointment setting type stuff. You can use it for building landing pages to do some lead gen if you'd like. You can use it for basic automations as far as email and text messaging to get clients to schedule meetings or reschedule meetings if they miss it, so that way you can automate that part. You prefer to train and use your own VAs versus a white label? Yes, 100%. White labels always suck. They're not always, but for the most part, pretty much always suck because they're cookie cutter. The reason why they're able to white label is because they have a set standardized practice that they do every single time. If you bring them an attorney, they already know exactly what they're going to do, and they do it for every single attorney. Now, in some instances, that could be okay. For example, creating a logo. As long as it's just like a local small practice, I don't really need some branding team to go out and do some 30-page survey to help us understand why these colors were chosen and why this, that's not necessary. So those things are fine. But if you're talking about a content marketing campaign, a ad campaign on Facebook and Instagram, if they're just going to throw some cookie cutter bullshit together, it's just not worth it. You can get way better results and spend about the same amount. It's more work because you have to build the team. You have to create the SOPs. You have to come up with the ideas, and that can be a little bit more challenging. But once you get your own processes and VAs in place, then you basically have your own white labeling agency. You could white label your services out to other agency owners. You were like the dad that I never had. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. I'm not even. I've seen your face before on my mentorship group. I'm pretty sure you're like either my age, and you said you have kids. I'm only 29. For those of you who don't know. I agree with Kashif as well, Andreas, but look at something called time blocking. Set up a standard time frame, and it sucks because it's very monotonous. It's kind of boring, but understand that that's going to change in the future with success, right? The more success you have, the more money you start to make, the more freedom you're about to have, which means you can adjust your schedule later on. But in the beginning, it helps to set a time blocking schedule so that way you just do the same shit every single day. It's blocked off. Everybody knows where you're going to be. Too, that's the other thing is it makes it really easy if it's predictable to understand where you're going to be every single hour of every single day. So your family will know, okay, and that's the other thing, like Kashif said, they probably understand, and maybe if you have kids, they might not understand as well, but if you have you have a wife or a woman there with you, because you have kids, so I'm not assuming, but if you do, and she's the one who's kind of stressing out and worried and upset because you're not getting enough time together, then that's who is the person that you're trying to really get to kind of get on board with everything, right? And so it's easier for her if she understands, okay, he's doing this for us. It is going to suck, but you do have to have the conversation as well. Am I a blue belt yet? No, I'm not a blue belt. I was actually about to get a belt right before I left because we were about to take our test for it. But then Corona hit. How much taxes does $1 million agent? Well, I couldn't tell you what the taxes would be because I don't really know the exact numbers, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in the 25 to 30% range. So if I make $1 million, it's probably 250 to 300,000 in taxes. It's like the average numbers. I don't like getting into taxes. That is I thought I was going to be an accountant when I was in college. I'm really glad I didn't do that because it's such a boring job. I just send it all to my accountant. He tells us what the numbers are. We pay the taxes. Happy at the end of the day. That's it. I don't like dealing with taxes, man. And that's the thing. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a certified public accountant. I'm not any type of accountant. So I don't try to deal with it. If I'm not, and for those of you who don't like him, that's fine. I'm using this as an example because from a business perspective or business mentality, it is a very smart way to run your business. The Trump approach to running business is amazing. If he's not good at it, he doesn't try to do it. He finds somebody who's good at it, hires them, and lets them do it because they're going to do a better job every time, which means more efficiency, more money saved, which means more money in your bank account. There's so many reasons why hiring somebody who's better than you to do something is such a good idea for your business. Who's my favorite UFC fighter? I don't have a favorite UFC fighter, which is funny too because I got into Muay Thai and all of my friends are like, but you don't even really watch UFC. Not that I don't like UFC, I do, but I don't like watching it. What I can tell you is I hate Conor McGregor. I think he's like the worst UFC fighter ever, and if you guys want to argue that, that's fine. I just don't like him as a person. I think he's all show, and that's the only reason he actually ever made any money. There were people who have whooped him, and he still tries to act like he's the hardest little guy out there. I don't think he's that hard. Steve Lamelli, what's going on, man? I've been good. How about you? It has been a while since I've seen you. I hope my connection's still there. Okay, cool. I was about to say the comments kind of slowed down really quick because it's storming really bad here. I was like, damn, did I lose connection? Discuss about ecom. Guys, I'm happy to answer any of your questions, any of them. But if all I get is discuss about ecom, I think ecom's cool. Like, what? You guys have to be more specific. I know you don't want to type, and it kind of sucks. And I'm sorry, we did have a version where you could actually get on a video call with me and have these discussions, but people like to get on and act like children instead of adults. So we have had to cut that out for a little bit until that person just kind of gets bored with sitting here waiting for me to get my video back up. But if Patamadicona, I think I got it right still. If you're willing to be more specific as to what you're referring to, I would be happy to go into that with you. Ah, talking about not going earlier when Jarrell said he's telling the truth, it's a hard pill to swallow. He was talking about when I mentioned not going straight to get clients. It is hard to do. That's the thing everybody wants to do. They want to go out and get clients because what does that mean? Money. But you want to know what that also means? If you take that approach, you're going to lose that money. You're going to lose that client. You're going to get a bad review, and then you don't get any more money. So think about that. Which would you rather do? Be a little bit more patient, get everything set up, and then do a good job and get tons of customers, make tons of money? Or do the opposite and go out, get that first customer before you have anything ready to take care of that customer, get a pissed off customer, lose all that money, and then get no more clients? Seriously, ask yourself that question, and you'll be surprised what you do every single time. It's probably going to be my approach instead of the approach you thought you should go with. Your back remains on the mat as you contract your abs to draw your legs towards your chest. Oh, so I do something similar to that, kinda, I think. Basically, I'll give you a killer workout. You want to work like the lower ab, because I like the machines where you pull like this and you pull some weight. That's going to get the upper and middle too. But lower abs are usually the hardest ones to work. But if you lay on the ground, right, you're laying flat, and then you take a medicine ball or a weight ball even and put it between your feet and you hold it up. As you guys can see, I am wearing flip-flops while I'm in here today. But if you take that medicine ball, put it between your feet like this, and then, oh wait, I can actually show you. So, oh man, I might not be able to in this chair. Nope, come here. All right, so we're gonna put this between my feet, and then you stretch out your legs, and then you're gonna bring it up, and you grab the ball with your hands, bring it back, put your feet down, don't let them touch the ground, and then you're gonna do it again, like that. That's one of the best workouts I know for working your abs. Don't fall. Don't fall. Anyways, that's one of the best workouts I know. Hope you guys enjoyed that little workout routine or video. But I'll have to try. I'm pretty sure that's like the same thing. Chris, is that the same thing that you're kind of talking about, except without the medicine ball? If you surround yourself with people who are smarter than you, you will always appear smarter. Yeah, 100%. You are basically the makeup of the top 5 people that you hang out with most. If the top 5 people that you hang out with most all do drugs, you probably do drugs. Would you not agree? In most situations, that's what happens. If the top 5 people you hang out with own their own businesses and are successful, what do you think will eventually happen to you? Because you're going to learn from them. You're going to start to mimic their body language, the way that they behave, everything. You're literally everything. So keep that in mind. It's not just a saying. It's actually true. Is a online pet store considered e-com? Yeah, 100%. Anything where you're selling products online, e-com. My brand, Serial Entrepreneur, e-com. Most people think that if it's not like drop shipping or like selling dog necklaces or bandanas, that it's not e-com. It's still e-com. If you're selling products online on a store online like Shopify, or even if it's not Shopify, it's a WordPress website with a option to buy things on that website. That's e-commerce. Revolution One Media. You better not be late again. No, I'm kidding. It's okay. Sometimes we got stuff going on. No worries. Jordan's workout tips. Sounds like good TikTok content. I mean, I could tell you. I've got some pretty good workout routines, guys. I'm telling you, man. Everybody, I'm not saying I'm any type of personal trainer. I'm the best person to learn from. But I've got some pretty good workout routines. And as you can see, I always stay pretty fit. I'm not a fat guy. I'm not thick. I'm pretty fit. But I just don't have the definition that I want anymore. And so I walked into my buddy's restaurant the other night. He manages a restaurant. And I was sitting there eating this massive salad. It was after my first workout. And it was a massive salad with chicken on it. And that was it. Like chicken, salad, balsamic vinegar, a little bit of goat cheese, red onion, and tomato. That was it. But he was like, what the hell are you eating? Because He doesn't eat like that at all. I was like, it's a salad, bro. You know what this is? You freaking make it here. He goes, yeah, but why are you eating it? I was like, cuz, man, I just started working out. And that's the thing. You can't just work out and expect to lose weight. You actually have to change your dietary habits too. Yes, I do know Nate does jujitsu. He always calls it, what does he say? BJJ? Yeah. He's always like, yeah, Jordan, I got to go to BJJ tonight, so I can't talk tonight. I'm like, that's why he hasn't been on the YouTube lives, because apparently his BJJ schedule changed, and so now he's actually going through, he's at practice, I think, right now. Your DMS 2.0 program goes through everything you need for an agency, including how to deliver results and hire a team, as well as sales and lead gen. Oh, that was a question. I thought they were making... Yes, it does, though. It goes through... I literally had someone ask me about this earlier. They were like, yo, does your DMS 2.0 include everything about starting a marketing agency, all of the digital marketing services, and everything else? I was like, yeah. He goes, but is it all in the same course? I was like, yeah. It wouldn't be a complete course if I didn't put it all in there. Like, he was asking me, he was like, do you upsell it? I was like, no, I don't upsell it. Like, when you pay for the full program, that's it. You get the full program. The only other upsell would be if you wanted to do my Done With You program, but that's not even really an upsell. I mean, it kind of is, but it's just more of an advanced program where we actually walk through everything with you. Like, me and my team work with you to get your agency ready to go. Like, all of those SOPs, hiring VAs, like, we help you get to the point where you're able to get all of that up and going in 2 to 3 months instead of like 8 to 12, which is usually what it takes. But yes, DMS 2.0 has everything in it that will teach you how to do it all yourself. That's the big difference. DMS 2.0 has all the content in there, but you're going to have to build your SOPs, because I can't build your SOPs for you unless I know exactly what you're trying to offer, which is why the Done With You agency program works out well, because we help you figure out what services you're going to provide, and then based on that, we help you craft your SOPs, and then we basically just send them to you. We do them for you, actually. But in DMS 2.0, we don't build your SOPs for you or even give you our templates, because we don't know what your SOPs are going to be. And also, it's a do-it-yourself type of program, so you have to actually go and do all the work. Honestly, the people who go through DMS 2.0, though, and do all of that themselves are usually better equipped, because people who go through a process and actually have to go through the struggle of actually doing all of the work themselves learn every aspect of that business from top to bottom. So usually they're better equipped, but it doesn't mean like the Done With You program won't have you equipped. It's just you're going to have to spend a little bit more time learning about some other things. Revolution, thank you as always for the $5 tip. I really do appreciate that. Guys, just so you know, we do accept tips. You don't have to do it. Revolution feels the need to do it every time he comes on, which I am very appreciative of. But yeah, if you guys feel like the stream is, I don't know. For me, it's just like crazy to imagine that somebody would want to tip me for this. Even though, at the, like, when I get off the stream, I'm like, man, I wish people were paying me more for this, because we do it for free. Like, we don't charge anything for this live Q&A. But, the tips do make me feel good, because it means that you guys are really getting something out of it. So I do appreciate the tips as always. Would it be better to focus on marketing on a single product business or sell it all business? A single product business. Honestly, I couldn't tell you which one would. I don't think. And here's the thing, guys. All right, let's because Dino, this is the second time you've asked which one's better. Let's get out of the mindset of which one is better to do, because usually there is no better, right? And even if there was, I'd have to spend 2 years doing the math and finding data to give you which one was actually better. Both of them, whether it's selling one product or focusing on a sell-it-all company, both of them have really good returns. It doesn't matter whether, it really just depends on, is the marketing good? Are the products that are being sold good? Are they creating great content to attract buyers? That's it. Are they treating their customers well? It's not about, is this one better or not? Like, there is usually no better. Just pick one and go. Which one do you like more? Pick it and go. That's my advice to you. Stop getting hung up with everything. Don't ask me which pricing is better, which services are better, what niche is better, what approach for getting clients is better. Get rid of that out of your mentality, out of your thought process, because there is no better. What is better is if you just pick one and go. But otherwise, sitting here saying, I don't know which one's better, we got to that's not getting you anywhere. So stop wondering about which one's better. Pick one, figure out, did it work out or not? And did you actually do, just like with cold emailing, did you actually hit the numbers? Well, with this, did you actually do your job well enough to know whether or not that was actually a good choice for you or not? And I'm not trying to, sometimes I get a little worked up. It's not that I'm coming at you. I hope you don't take that personally. It's just, I want you guys to start to see that it's not about which one's better. Everybody's always looking for the better option, or and which really means you're looking for the easier option. Stop looking for easy, because that's why people get hung up. That's why people fail at this business. They're always trying to find the easiest way to make money. There is no easy way. It's all complicated. It's all hard work. People who are successful in this did not have something handed to them, other than maybe what is his name? Jalen Smith or whatever. The kid who is like Ty Lopez's pupil, like star student, the only one he ever talks about. Or is it Jaden? I don't know. It's one of those two. Unless you actually have something handed to you, which is like 1 in a million, it doesn't, you're in the other 999,999 people. You're not going to have it just handed to you on a platter. It's going to be difficult. So expect that. Stop worrying about what's the better option and figure out other solutions, like what approach should I take for a single product, or what approach has been effective, but not which one's better. Should I do this or this? Because marketing is all testing. It's always A/B split testing, right? We're always trying to figure out which one is working better currently. But just because it's working better currently doesn't mean that in the future it's going to stay the same. It never does. What are your thoughts towards a creative agency having their flagship offer be the creatives, whether it be video, photo, etc., and have the option of marketing as well if needed? That's definitely, here's the thing, guys. When you're starting your marketing agency, you don't have to do every marketing concept under the sun as your bread and butter, right? That's just how I did it, because I know a lot. I know a lot about all of the different services because I've been in it for a long time. But let's say you have only your current, background, you only have experience in graphic design. So start an agency with graphic design. Start building logos and start doing, profile images, or content for Facebook and Instagram pages, and just editing the images. You can make a ton of money doing that. Here's the thing. Honestly, if I had to start all over, I would probably go out and I would just create a creative agency, and I would find a bunch of people, because creative is so cheap to hire for with outsourcing. Like, I can find video editors and graphic designers for $9, $10 an hour. No problem. Charge $30 to $50 an hour here in the US. Again, no problem at all. And it's easy to sell because everybody wants to have the pretty stuff and post it on their page. But in reality, it doesn't do shit for getting clients, right? So that's the issue. And you have to understand how to package and kind of promote that service to where people will understand, look, this is not meant to get you clients. It is going to help you with your brand recognition. It's going to help you look and appear better online, but you actually have to do some marketing related activities to get clients in the door. I'm leaving my full-time job in less than 30 days. I've been building up to this for 2 years. I'm confident but pretty scared about the jump. Any advice? The biggest thing is, again, make sure you put all of the things in order that you need to have in order before you start trying to get clients. That is my biggest piece of advice for everyone. So don't just go out there, try to get clients. Get your services picked out. Price your services. Understand your niche. Create all your onboarding processes for when you get new clients. Create a couple of sales processes. Get your SOPs in order for creating campaigns. Find your VAs, and then you're ready to pretty much get clients. But that's pretty much it, Chris. And here's the thing. This is totally your call. It's your life. But I would say if you are not going to be able to have all of those things ready in 30 days, then you might want to hold on to that job just a little bit longer until you're able to get those things done. Because if you can get SOPs built, in just the SOPs built in 30 days, I'm going to hire you. Do I sell the SOPs? Super chat is blowing up. Yes, I do sell my SOPs a la carte. They're expensive, but that's because I spent over $150,000 and 1,000 labor hours on them. So I'm going to charge a little bit of money for them, but they're not that expensive. They're not $150,000. But yeah, we do sell those a la carte. We have clients who actually hit us up all the time and just want the SOPs. Come back and focus. There we go. We have people who hit us up all the time and just want our SOPs. Totally fine. If you want to get those, let me know. We can talk about it. But I wish I would have bought yours before this one. When I finish this one, I'm getting yours. Revolution. Here's the thing. If that course you don't, and I'm not trying to sell my program because I truly believe that you would buy my program because you super chat me all the time. Like you've already given me a ton of money. Here's the thing though. Opportunity cost. If you don't know what that means, you need to look it up now. But what we're looking at here is it really worth you spending the rest of your time taking this program that you feel is not doing anything for you and basically wasting time? Or is it more worth it to say, let's cut ties with this program. It didn't do what I thought it was going to do. Let's get in this program that actually makes sense to me. This is something that every business owner has to get good at. It sucks because you've put effort into something, you've spent money on something, you don't want to give it up because you know in the back of your head you're like, I just want to get the most out of it I can, even though it's not worth shit to me. It doesn't. That's when you actually, if you have that thought in your head and you're like, I'm doing this only because I paid for it, you need to let it go. If you don't actually feel like you're getting value from it, or if you're actually learning from it, you're wasting time. Why continue wasting time? Time is the most precious resource we all have, especially in the business world. So really ask yourself, is this actually teaching me something? Is it really worth the money that I spent on it, or the time that I'm spending on it? Or would my time be better spent over here on something else? Phone sites? What is phone sites? I'm not sure what that is. Oh, I need to shave. Try and start on the side, and when you do leave, try and have a 3-month runaway of funds at least. Christian Gray, very good advice. I strongly agree with that. Jordan, you have too much patience, man. I have too much, or I don't have enough. Which one are you saying? I feel like you're saying I don't have a lot of patience, which, if you want me to be honest with you, I don't. I don't have patience for people who want the easy way out. That's the only thing. And I'm not talking bad about anybody. Just personally, I don't like people who want to try and find the easy way out. I get it. I've done it before. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but if your main priority is to always find the easiest way to do it, and not that you shouldn't find the most efficient or effective way to do it, which is usually the easiest way because then you don't have to try and do it again. But if you're just looking for shortcuts, then I don't want to waste my time with you is really what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't like to waste my time with people who just want a shortcut. And if you think that this is just a shortcut to financial freedom, it's not. It's going to be difficult. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort. But again, if you put in the effort and you actually take the time to do this and you do it well, you will reap the benefits, just like all of these students that I've showed you guys before. But I've never heard any concrete tips on how to do it right. It's always some hippy-dippy advice. Is it something to actually think about for the future? J98, my question before I could even answer that is, do you have employees or VAs on your team currently? Because here's the thing, company culture is important. You do want to have a strong bond. You want to have... you want to be able to encourage each other. You don't want people, causing drama or talking shit. You want it to be simple and easy. And you want people to communicate and feel like they can communicate things without feeling like they're going to just get, like their head cut off. Like, you want people to feel like they can communicate. So company culture is super important. But it really doesn't come into play until you have, like, Ruwan says that now because he has several employees that work for him, right? We have several VAs and employees in our business. So we have to actually consider that. But if you're working on 2 to 3 VAs, no employees, you're not really quite at the point where you'll have company culture become an issue. How much time we got left? 10 minutes. All right, so we'll go another 5. And then we'll play the mentorship giveaway game. By the way, who wants to play the mentorship giveaway? Who wants the chance to win a free month of my mentorship program. We gave away one last week. I'm curious to see who would like to win it this week. If you guys want to play, or if you're interested in winning the mentorship program, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, or write a comment in the chat and say, yo, Jordan, give it to me, or I'll come to your office and I'll find you. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that, because you really wouldn't want to. We have guns here. I don't have a gun, though, because I can't. We'll talk about that later. I just want to thank you again for all the answers you gave last week to my questions about SMMA course, DMS 2.0. I am with Fiat Ministry Network. Oh, nice. Does it make sense to say to stay with religious clients? I actually have a guy, his name on Facebook is even J-Rock. So to be honest with you, I don't know his actual name. It might just be J-Rock. That might be what he goes by. But he's been a student of mine. He's actually, he hasn't enrolled in my digital marketing course, but he's been a follower of mine for the last 2 years. He's very involved. He's been in my mentorship program before. And I think he said he did over $150,000 last year in revenue. He's doing a lot of print as well. He's doing print and digital, which is what I would recommend if you are in the religious arena or industry. But it's like churches pay money just like everybody else does to remain relevant. Like, they don't find new people for their congregation by not doing anything online. They need marketing. They like, and I hope I don't offend anyone by saying this, but churches and religious establishments are businesses too. They have to consider finances. Because without donations, they don't have money to pay their bills. They don't have money to pay the pastor. They don't have money to pay for, church buses that they need for mission trips. They don't have money for anything, right? So it is just like any other business. They have to have revenue coming in. And typically what that means is the bigger their congregation, the more money they have coming in the door. So, yes, would be the answer to that. It is totally fine to stay with them. Revolution One Media, yeah, that was me with the Thai program, but I was like, fuck it, and started his program. I found myself watching a video on Thai and then going to YouTube for Jordan's for an explanation. I love that. Yeah, and I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I would guarantee you, if you're in Ty Lopez's program, you will get in mine and be like, okay, bye, Ty. Like, seriously. His program is all theoretical. It's so sad. Phone sites, you can create landing pages on your mobile device in about 10 minutes. Just a good tool I use and wanted to pass along to you to check out. I'm actually going to check that out. Let me write that down. That's interesting. I don't know how much I would use it, but if I were ever in an instance where I needed a landing page built and all I had was my phone, let me throw this away. I'm going to look that up later, though. I don't get too many things where people tell me something and it actually sounds like something I would want to look into. So thank you for that. I'll check that out. The absolute best program that I've ever taken as far as digital marketing is concerned is the Serial Entrepreneur Digital Marketing School 2.0. John, thank you. I love it. Appreciate it, man. Dino, you rock too. And seriously, I hope you don't take it, personally or you don't get offended, because I'm not trying to offend you. I just want you to see that there is never an easy way. There's never just a best way. Really, you just have to kind of try and test it and see how it goes. So wait, hold on a second. So far, I asked the question, who wants to win the mentorship? And I see one person who said they actually want to win the mentorship giveaway. I guess nobody else wants to win the mentorship program. I saw a couple likes go in there, so there's about 4 or 5 people who answered out of 22. I'm surprised. Yeah, I got guns. Ow. I can't, I'm telling you, I've done so much in the last 2 days. Plus, I had to move all of this trash. I bought a new bed frame and king size mattress. By the way, super excited about that. I've never had a king size mattress. This is my first one. God, I love it. And I needed a new I needed a new mattress anyways. But like today, it took a month and I finally got my bed frame in. So I had to put that together. But then I had all my old bed stuff that I had to throw away, my old mattress, my old box spring, my old bed frame, which was torn to pieces, but it was all heavy. So I got done working out for the past 2 days. And then I realized, oh crap, now I got to set up this bed frame, which was like 100,000 pieces. So I did that. Put that together. And then I was like, oh crap, now I have all this garbage I got to throw away that's heavy as shit. And I'm going to go have to do it in the hot Georgia sun in the middle of the day. Not fun, dude. I'm telling you. I was sitting out there and I hadn't eaten. The only thing I had eaten today was a protein shake that was like this big. So I was starving. I was standing there out in the hot sun, sweating, dying, exhausted, and I was literally about to throw up because of how nauseous I was feeling. But how do I use high level in my business? Well, we use it for email automations, messenger automations. We build landing pages on it. We use it to manage sales contacts. Pretty much every way that you can possibly use the CRM, we use it. Do we have any tips for onboarding? Build forms. Don't just like send an email with a list of shit. Like build out a Google form or something like that. Ask your 1,000 questions on that. Make sure that they get it done quickly. That's really the biggest thing. I stress that when I'm still in the meeting. I stress that in the meeting with the client. The new client, I'm like, yo, look, I'm about to send you this onboarding form. It might seem repetitious. It might seem like a hassle. But if you want me to do my job and get you the results that you're expecting, I need you to fill out this onboarding form. And if you don't, and I'm just like, I'm a little more calm about it, but I'm just as serious. I'm like, but if you don't, seriously, do not expect me to get the results that you're expecting from me. It's not going to be my fault at that point because I have to have that onboarding form filled out with as much detail so that we were able to create everything that we need properly for your campaign. It has information about in there that relates to your clients, that relates to your goals. So that way we understand exactly what we have to do to get you to where you want to go. But if you don't put that information in there, I can't help you. So stress it as much as you can. Oh, you're talking about employee onboarding? Employee onboarding? Biggest tips for, that's a good, I actually haven't been asked that one before. For employee onboarding, I think the most important aspect is to set expectations properly with them as well. But really, I guess with the client onboarding, it's not about setting expectations. It's more about getting information you need. The employee onboarding is about setting expectations and making sure that they understand exactly what they're supposed to be doing. And you can't do that properly if you don't have SOPs built out. So I guess my advice would be make sure you have your SOPs in place for that either that VA or that employee. All right, so I'm going to give you guys like this. I'm going to put it to you like this. I've had Joe, Revolution, and Delapo who said that they want to win the mentorship program. So that being said, I'm basically about to do a giveaway for 3 people, and everybody else just won't get the option to win since nobody else said anything. So if you want to win the mentorship program, I need you to right now because we're about to get off. I'm going to do the mentorship giveaway, and then we're getting off. If you want to win the mentorship program, you got to write something in the comments so that way I know that you guys are ready to play. But if not, I'm going to ask the question, and Joe and Delapo and Revolution can play, and everybody else will just have to sit there and watch because I got to see your participation. If you're not participating, I'm not going to give you something for free. I don't feel obligated to give you something for free, nor do I even like to give something for free to somebody who's not even willing to participate, especially since it takes my time and my effort. Jason says, yes, I want to win, but I already won a year ago. So Jason, that's fine. I'm sorry, I can't give it to you again. I try to make sure that you can only win the mentorship because it's only $10, right? You save $10, but it's $10 you don't have to spend and you get access to a bunch of free content. So I only let people win that giveaway one time, but that's it. But I have to see that you're willing to participate. If you're not even at least willing to write like, hey, I want to win, why would I give you that? I'm not going to give you anything. Is this a workout mentorship? Yo, y'all want me to start a workout program? Like a workout, like live video every single week where we all work out together? How does that sound? We do like a live workout together? But here's the thing. Would y'all actually show up? Because I know how working out is. Everybody's, in the moment, everybody's always like, oh, hell yeah, we're going to work out. We're going to get fit. We're going to have six packs and be ripped. And then like a week later, they're like, oh, yo, no, so my cat was yawning a lot. And so I had to, make sure it got into bed okay. What the fuck kind of excuse is that? And then you don't see him ever again. If you win, then you get your first month to my mentorship program free. That's really, but if you've already won the mentorship program before, you kind of can't win it again because it literally won't even let you sign up if you try to put in the code because you've already done it. Okay. All right, so here's the question. You guys ready? Fill in the blank. There is no blank way to do anything in digital marketing. Because I feel like that was a really good theme that I want you guys. There is no blank way to do anything in digital marketing. First person to put it. Outsourced tabs. 10-minute abs and marketing. Easy is not the answer. We were talking about it a ton earlier, but it's not easy. Listen to the sentence one more time. There is no, you know what? Dino, are you in the mentorship program? Like, I'm looking at that photo. I feel like I've seen you in there before. I'll put it to you like this. It starts with a B, guys. Just to give you guys another hint, because I want to get out of here. I'm actually really tired. But I said this a bunch earlier. There is no blank way to do anything in digital marketing. One is a good answer, but it's not the answer that I'm looking for. Quick is not the answer. I spit my gum on the sidewalk. Joe. All right, so that's what I'm going to do then. Actually, I was going to honor it with Dino. Here's what I'll do. Anthony and Joe, I'm going to give you both the opportunity because better, I'm looking for best, but I was about to honor it with Dino if he wasn't in the program. So Dino, you had the answer right, and I knew you were in there. I can see kind of see your picture, and I recognize your face. But Anthony and Joe, you both are the winners. I will let you guys have it, and we'll do 2 today. The answer is best. There is no best way to do anything, and I know that doesn't really sound right, but that's what I was saying earlier because it was part of the conversation we were having. There is no best way to do anything in digital marketing. There isn't a best way, whether it be the sales, the digital marketing campaigns. There's hundreds of ways to do anything. So what I'm going to do is Joe and Anthony, unless Anthony, you've won it before because I know you've been on quite a few of my lives. But all you guys have to do, make sure you save this link. Serial on. There is the link that you need right there. Copy that link. Go to my business Facebook page. Send us a message telling us that you won. Joe Amick and Anthony Bazers. I might have said that last name wrong. Sorry if I did. But you guys just send me a message. He said, give me the 2.0 instead. Here, I'll give you a $10 discount on the 2.0. That's equitable. I feel like that's fair. I'm going to go chew some gum now. Hey, don't spit it on the sidewalk. I'd be pissed if I step in your gum. No, I'm kidding. All right, ladies and gents, so that is it for tonight. I hope you guys have had a good time. I hope you guys learned something tonight, and I hope you got a lot of value from tonight's call. I haven't won anything till now. Anthony, well then congratulations to both you and Joe. You guys make sure to send me a message on Facebook so that way we can get you access and send you a code. Again, this is for a free month of the MAP Mentorship Program. Understand, because this is what happens every time, and this isn't even for the winners, it's a lot of the time the people who sign up. It is a monthly recurring payment, meaning after the first month, if you don't cancel, it's going to charge your debit card. You have to actually put a card in, and it will charge your debit card. So make sure when you sign up that in a month from your sign up date, if you feel like it's not valuable to you, which usually doesn't happen often, if you find out it's just not for you, then make sure you cancel. Like to let you guys know that. Outside of that, guys, if you're wanting to see any of our programs that we have to offer, again, they're all in the description right below this video. All you have to do is go in the description. It shows you we have an intro level course, which is only $7. We have our full-fledged course, our big, massive, over 100 trainings, videos, lessons, tools, templates, everything you need in there. That is $549. Then we have our Done With You agency program. That is a little bit more expensive than all of those, but gives you everything you need. We help you. My team helps you build everything you need, and we get you going in 2 to 3 months instead of 8 to 12. Also, in the description is the CRM that we recommend using because it has saved us thousands and thousands of dollars on other software that you won't even need to buy. For example, ClickFunnels. You won't need to buy it. ActiveCampaign, the email marketing software I talk about. You won't even need to buy it. You can do everything through this software we're talking about. So make sure you go right below in the description and check out everything that we have to offer. But I'm going to get out of here for now, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you on the next